sit down there. Yeah, you know who I am. And another D&D video. We got Mart.
Why are we going exploring?
No.
Why the fuck am I here then?
We're doing a video on didnt.
Alright.
We're going to talk about didnt.
I like
because I have no car. We can't go explores.
That's true. We haven't been exploring in ages.
Because insurance don't want to pay me what they think my car is actually worth.
I don't want to pay you what you think your car's worth.
I only want $3,000. That buys me another one of what I had. But anyway, we have no explores mobiles, so we cannot go explores. So
True.
we talk didnt.
Plus, there's no explores.
There's some, but need car to go to them.
Meh.
The politics of explores.
Explortics.
Exploratics.
Exploratics. Exploratory surgery. Why am I saying that?
I have no idea. Are you touching things again, Mark?
Only my nose right at this point in time.
Anyway, yes, we're going to talk about D&D.
D&D!
Yay! Hurry up, Saturday.
I don't know if my game's on Saturday. I haven't heard yet.
As far as I know, mine is.
Cool.
But I've got
getting the train.
I've literally got to get the train straight from work.
That's crazy.
So.
Imagine getting a train in this day and age.
I know, fucking public transport. Then I've got to get home afterwards. So.
Although, to be fair, I'm getting a train next Friday.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to Edinburgh.
So. Yeah. So anyway, we have questions about didnt, and you can talk us through all your experiences playing didnt.
Mate, you've written questions for me. You didn't tell me this.
Do we have questions?
Okay. I'm maybe ready for your questions, and I may have an answer for them.
So, the first question. How did you get into didnt?
You brought me along to play with you.
Okay.
I just had a break up, and you were like, "Oi, let's go play didnt."
Yeah. And we played didnt, and you single-handedly slaughtered the dragon on your first game.
Yeah, I was playing as my half-orc barbarian called Uzgok, and I killed dragons.
Yeah,
everyone can't die.
Everyone else legged it, and you're like, "Nah, I'm not having that."
Just fight them.
Well, it's like you get downed every turn, and it's like you just get back up on hit point, attack.
Yeah.
Down, back up, attack, and just eventually ward this dragon down.
You don't need to run if you're an orc. Why would you?
Exactly. So yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
So
I enjoyed it.
Next, well, yeah, must have done. You're still playing.
Yeah.
So, next question we have for you. What's your favourite character you've played and why?
It's Dirt Knuckles. That's a loaded question, Steve. It's Dirt Knuckles.
No. I literally just got ChatGPT to come up with a load of questions.
My favourite character to play and why is Dirt Knuckles. God, let's see if I can remember how many fucking classes he is now. He started off as a rogue goblin. Then I went into fighter because I wanted to do more hits, and then I didn't realise how dual wielding and that worked. And then he went into cleric because he used to be a dragon. He was a golden dragon in a past life. And Bahamut speaks to him.
Bahamut.
Yeah, and
well, he didn't speak to you as his servant.
Sorry, the silver dragonborn man.
Yeah.
Spoke to me. Yeah, and I like playing him because he's chaotic neutral. I just do what I want.
Yeah, he did do some crazy stuff, but he doesn't murder people.
No, he does not murder people. He only kills the people that deserve it.
As he screamed, as he shouted out, screaming why he just killed someone and stabbing him in the face repeatedly. I don't murder people.
Yeah, I don't fucking murder people. Yeah, like that.
It was funny.
But yeah, like, so you could just with goblins and chaotic neutral, you just do what you want. I don't care.
I was in two minds with him when we were playing that campaign to have it where Bahamut's not actually speaking to you through his guy. It's just this random silver dragonborn who is just like winding you up. which could have been hilarious. Like, wait, what? You mean this is a joke? What? I've got these stupid robes and everything.
Yeah, I would have murdered him. Well, not murder, but you know,
He did some funny
don't murder
things,
people.
like
It was a lot of fun. He's my favourite
like
character. If I had to pick another character that I enjoy playing the most,
has got
no, it's Dirt Knuckles.
uh,
I just like playing. Oh,
has got.
sorry, Tiffany Moonshine.
Oh
She
yeah.
was a lot of fun to play as. She was a Valley Girl high elf who made a pact with
It's a sugar daddy, wasn't it?
the Queen of the Winter Court because she spoke to her when she was buying a mirror and said that she was very pretty and she agreed to stuff without knowing what she was agreeing to.
That's the
That
Halloween.
was
That
fun.
was the Halloween special. Off Friday the
It was a
13th
lot of
Halloween
fun.
specials to the dumbass Valley girl walking around.
It was great, man.
Yeah.
And then all of her servants got killed in the first 2 seconds.
Yeah, I had to try and scare you guys off to actually start running so the one shot could start happening. Instead of like the 45 minutes of you guys going, what's going on? Why are they dead? They just hang around a campfire bloody drinking. It's like, Jason Voorhees is trying to kill you. Why are you still there? Just
I
move!
don't need to
Move!
run. I've got Eldritch Blast. I just
Move!
keep shooting them in the face.
Good old Eldritch Blast.
Yeah,
So,
the best spam trip.
do you prefer playing as a certain class or race? Sorry, can't say
Warlock.
race now. It's species.
I think Warlock's my favourite class, mainly because it's like the first proper one that I played as, and they get Eldritch Blast.
I've not played as Warlock yet.
And I find like the whole patron thing just it's really fun.
Yeah, I mean,
weird shit.
at the moment I've actually branched away from my usual characters and playing a paladin now.
Have you not played a paladin before?
No, I had my fairy paladin.
Paladins are fun. They're pretty good and they can do a lot of damage.
But it's the funny part of him because basically he lived out in the Feywild and he was like a massive prankster and he just annoyed the hell out of everyone. And then one day, Titania's like, right, I've had enough of this guy. Right, we're going to play a cruel joke on him. So they basically summoned him, said that he's been chosen to be a paladin, gave him a set of armor, a sword and a shield that's way too big for him. So it's like this 2 foot tall fairy in this armor that barely fits it, dragging this giant longsword behind him. And he thinks it's all legit and real and taking it seriously, but he is dumb as hell. And there's no.
It's real to him, damn it.
Yeah, but he has no idea about things. So all he knows about heroes and paladins is what he's read in his children's storybooks. So he thinks it's all about going like slaying dragons and stuff. And he thinks he slew a dragon once, but basically it was just like a giant lizard, a large lizard, but because everything's massive to him because he's 2 foot tall.
I mean, it could have just been a lizard.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, we had it in the session 0. One of the characters came in, he's like a black dragonborn. And he's like, giant dragon! And goes to attack it. It's like, wait, what? It's like, what do you mean you're not a dragon? You're a dragon! I can see you, you're right there. It's like, no, I'm a dragonborn. And the whole explanation on the way to the tavern of what a dragonborn is compared to a dragon. And it's like, it's like, you don't know much, do you? It's like, no. But I'm a paladin.
I got a sword.
Yeah, which you can barely wield. It's like,
do you get disadvantage when you attack?
Funny enough, when I roll these stats, he's actually got a 19 in strength.
So the DM doesn't give you disadvantage?
No,
I totally would.
He can wield the sword, and he's actually not bad with it, because someone's like, can you actually wield the sword? I was like, yeah, okay. Like, and nearly hit someone, and it's like, okay, yeah, he can wield it, but it's like walking around in this chainmail armor, dragging along the ground with a shield as big as he is.
I like that. That's fun.
It was like, I just want a character that's just going to be hilariously fun.
And that's the best way to play D&D.
Yeah, it was that.
I've never made a serious character.
It was that, or bring Shaggy back again.
Yeah, again.
He's come back once in an online session.
And then in our campaign when he was there.
Yeah, we brought him back for that.
At least he hasn't come back as many times as Fanny Balls. He's just there all the time.
Yeah, but I like doing that because it annoys the hell out of people. It's like when you're flying on the Wyverns up to the bloody flying castle, and it's like, what the hell's that noise? Fanny Boy's flying along beside you, playing his bagpipes with epic music to lead you into battle, and you're like, go away! He's like,
Leave
"Arr!
us alone.
Arr!" He is
Yeah,
funny. And then he
he
died.
is
In a
annoying, but
died,
funny.
died in another campaign.
He died because he killed himself.
Yes, he wasn't giving that guy the satisfaction of killing him, so he killed himself.
Because he couldn't accept that he was going to lose.
Well, you know, it wouldn't have happened, you know, but unfortunately the DM had it where he was so drunk he just wanted to fight with everyone. So the mayor comes in and he
Hey,
just wants to fight him.
you're the one that did the drinking contest. You're the one that drunk.
He's a drunken
I don't know.
pirate.
I mean, that's fair.
We
But he
get
drunk the
back
least
in the day.
in 2 rounds that we played.
Yeah. Anyway,
But then again, that's probably because he's already drunk.
next question for you.
Questions.
What's the most memorable moment your characters had in a campaign?
That's Mondaf. So in our campaign when we were doing Tyranny of Dragons, there's a character called Mondaf. She is in a cult of the dragon.
Wearer of purple.
And she wears purple robes. And we found her room and we found her poetry, which is shit. And she basically just writes like love poetry to dragons.
It is actually written into the campaign book. Spoiler
It
alert.
is.
It actually says in there for Mondaf you find her dragon poetry, and it's really bad.
It's shit.
And it
And,
became a running joke for the whole thing, didn't it, with Mondaf?
And then basically at that point, my character Dirt Knuckles, he found her bedroom, and he found her purple robes. He put them on, and he just laid on her bed and was just rubbing himself. I'm Mondaf. I write shit poetry about dragons.
the whole Mondaf thing went even further throughout the campaign, with Tony's changeling posing as Mondaf to infiltrate everything.
Part.
What, when we brutally murdered Mondaf?
When we found Mondaf and then we killed her and I stole her face.
Yeah, and then you put the face
and then I
on
pretended to be Mondaf
with the robes, trying to be Mondaf, and it was like, nah, ain't working, mate. It's like, I got the face and the clothes. I'm Mondaf. It's like,
yeah, I'm Mondaf though, ain't I?
Nah, it didn't work.
To be fair, I did use disguise self, but that only makes me 4 foot tall.
Yeah. But Tony's character assuming the form of Mondaf a lot, making it far too easy for you guys to get around and avoid the cult.
Yeah.
But it was amusing.
And then every time we found a cult person's room, I tried on their robes and laid on the bed and rubbed myself and mocked them because I thought it was funny. Except for that one time when I got their robes out of the dresser without checking for traps and it exploded in acid. But we won't talk about that.
But that was when it destroyed those stupidly expensive statues that you could have sold.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. Let's check. Let's not check for traps. Oh, there's traps.
I got too excited, Steve. Okay.
Mm.
I was giddy with the fact that I could have worn another robe.
I think you were getting a collection of them.
Purple one. There was. Oh, I stole the red mages ones.
Yeah, which we ended up giving to Tony's character because they could then shapeshift into them later on.
Because they're a shapeshifter. I was not a shapeshifter. I was a 3-foot goblin.
Who still thought you could pose as people?
I had disguise self.
Yeah, exactly.
I just didn't have good robes.
Well, no, we ended up killing. You ended up making those platforms, didn't you? To make you a bit taller to try and pull it off.
Yeah.
Like the hooves.
Oh, and I ate Mondaf's face, by the way. I cooked it up on a boat and ate it.
Yeah, we don't know why.
I don't have mental problems.
You just did it. It was like, I'm hungry. I'm going to cook Mondaf's face. It's like,
well, because it was like, well, we got Tony now, so I can't pretend to be Mondaf. If I can't use Mondaf's face, no one else can. So I'm going to eat it.
There is that.
Plus, he was hungry. Yeah.
Yeah, he ran out. He ran out of rats for your rat cooking and making one of the other characters sort of like queasy
and dragon scrambled eggs.
Throw up. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. All the dead dragon corpses and eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was just fun.
Next one. Have you ever had a character die? How did it happen? How did you feel about it?
I've never died in D&D.
Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky.
I mean, technically, I got the main character of Descent into Avernus killed. She got swallowed by a demon, but the DM let us bring her back because we fucking needed her for the story.
Yeah, another campaign we never finished, which was a shame.
Yeah,
But
but
we
no,
we
me
were
as a
having
player,
fun.
I've never died.
Yeah, you're lucky. I've had,
I am lucky.
well, one that committed suicide, and then Shaggy died in
I mean,
Descent.
I tried saving him.
Yeah, man, he died in glory in the middle of hell.
I think Targaroth died in more glory, but yeah.
Oh yeah, but still, there was glory.
I mean, you missed your shots.
He wasn't a good archer.
So why was he using a bow and arrow?
He was a wood elf. Well, at one point he was a wood elf. Then he ended up becoming a tabaxi, and it really nerfed his stats. That did. So yeah.
Yeah.
But then his brother came along, and he was like sniper.
The thing is, right, you were a bard, right, and you had bard fuckery, yeah?
Yep.
Why did you not just try and woo the man on the giant horse?
Try and woo a hell knight. Hey.
How's it going, baby?
As every bard player does. We're in a situation. I know. I'm going to try and sleep with it. Doesn't matter what. I'm just going to try and sleep with it, as every bard does. No.
I haven't done that yet as my bard. I'm playing as a bard at the moment.
I didn't do it so much with Shaggy. It was more just the crazy bard fuckery of persuasion and performance. Like when the two hill giants were near our camp and wanted to come eat us, and I was on lookout, and basically went out there, performance and persuasion checks on point, and convinced one of them I was the voice in his head. And it got to the point where he wanted the voice in his head to go away, and he literally just started caving his skull in with his club.
Donk.
Just literally just pounding his head in. Oh, go away, voice, go away! And just smashed his head in like anything. And they just ran away because it's like, no, I'm not having this. Got back, it's like, what happened? These two hill giants were going to come eat us. So I dealt with it. It's like, how'd you deal with it? Nah, I convinced them otherwise. And everyone was just in stitches. It's essentially almost that part in The Hobbit where Bilbo's got the ring and the trolls, and he's got the ring on invisible, and he's like playing the voices and playing fuckery with them on that until the sun comes up and they turn to stone, which was quite funny.
I wasn't there for that.
No, that was before you joined in.
Yeah.
That was when Shaggy was still an elf.
But I have heard that story about 65 times.
Because it's a good story.
Hmm.
It never got immortalised in song, that one, because that was later on.
Yeah.
Right, next one.
Next question.
What's a moment when the dice completely changed the course of the game?
The only thing I could think of was we were doing a Christmas themed one. James was running it the other week.
Bloody hell, James attempted DMing.
He did because he DM'd a game with the scouts, and he's like, "Look, I've got this game. I'm going to play with you over Christmas." We played a little one shot.
The first time is always daunting.
And I can't. Oh, that's it. Okay, so we just killed like these winter elves, and I was playing a furbolg who was 9 foot tall. He was called Klaus. He had a German accent. Well, it's a shit German accent, but yeah. And basically the BBEG was Krampus. And so I wanted to javelin this elf back at Krampus and just basically tell him to fuck off. And James was like, "Well, you can do it, but you're gonna need a roll to 20." I rolled a 20. So
that's always the way when we play, though. It's like, yeah, it's going to be hard. The odds are you're not going to do this. And it's like, that 20, not for God's sake.
So I literally attached this wood elf to this big bit of wood, and I just picked him up.
Just yeeted him, yeah.
Yeah. Like, there you go.
Need those dice, but the nat 20 just says yeet it.
You can have your elf back now. And he talks like that. I don't know why. I don't know where that voice came from.
Sounds more like Andy from Little Britain.
It did. for about half an hour on that game, I couldn't do his voice. It just went into Andy, and I don't know why. And then a lot of time it just sounded like Nandor, so I just sat there saying, "Could you easily say
Good
it?"
old Nandor. New series of what we do in the shadows is on Disney. The latest one.
The last
Yeah, I
series.
know. It's brilliant.
So yeah, that's the only time I could think of. I mean, there's probably more where I wanted to do something cool and I rolled a 1, as I usually do.
Yeah, the dice gods are cruel.
Especially to me.
Yeah.
Oh, and when we have to do roll for recap, and then I have to do it 5 weeks in a row because I rolled the worst.
Hey, it could have been worse. I mean, I remember it always used to be Josh or Leeson doing it, and it's like.
And then I joined, and it was always me.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's fine. It helps me remember what the hell happened last session.
So next one, you'll love it.
Yeah.
You'll love this one. Have you ever multi-classed a character, and how did it work out?
Yes. So let me think about this. I should have brought my tablet with me so I can read all my characters. Dirt Knuckles. He is a rogue fighter. Cleric, thank you. That worked out pretty good, although his wisdom was just enough to be a cleric, so he got a +1 to doing things, and he can only have like 1 cleric spell or whatever it was. Two cleric spells. Trying to think what other multi-classing I've got. I play as Tarin.
I say
in the
Tarin
Saturday
multi-classed,
group.
didn't he?
He is fighter arcane archer, and I'm going into ranger.
Get that sharpshooter on the go, mate.
I'm going to, but it's fun because I've got the braces of archery, and then I get +2 for my archery from my fighting style.
The
And I'm going into
braces.
ranger. I get another +2 for my fighting style, so I'm going to get like +11 to hit. He doesn't miss anything. I had 3/4 cover the other week.
It was like that with Erendir and his crazy archer skills. You know, braces of archery, +2 longbow, sharpshooter.
Yep.
I mean, even using sharpshooter, which was a -5 to hit, it was still a +7 to hit with him.
Yeah.
So for the extra 10 damage, it's like to literally to miss anything with him, I would have to roll like a 3.
Yeah.
Or something.
I don't have sharpshooter yet. I'm only like a level 1 ranger. I don't know what archetype I'm gonna go into. I'm thinking like Beastmaster because I want like a pet. I don't know what pet.
Hordebreaker was good.
Mongoose or Gloomstalker seems pretty fun, but you don't spend a lot of time in dark places.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think that I've really multi-class. I think it's just those two.
Yeah.
That's from what I could think.
I mean, with multi-class, you can get some really dirty combos. I mean, everyone mocks Fanny Bores, but with his Rogue Swashbuckler Bard College of Swords combo, it was unstoppable.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was unstoppable. Literally, as long as he attempted a melee attack on someone, he could withdraw with no attacks of advantage on him whatsoever. And it also made his sneak attack a lot easier to use.
Yeah, I'm just getting my iPad, by the way, so I can have a look. Oh, how could I forget Mondath? She's a multi-class.
Oh, you actually made Mondath, didn't you?
She's 3 levels in cleric, and however many levels in bard, and I gave her like 8 charisma because she's shit.
Yeah, it's a shit poetry. That's what it is.
Yeah. Hail to Laser Taser Pony, by the way.
Yep. Taser Laser Pony.
That
was a funny one.
Laser Taser Pony was hilarious. It was just a throw-off comment by our DM, Charlie. It's like, you're fighting like this demon.
It was hard to describe.
It looks like a Taser Laser Pony, and it was just the funniest thing. And so then we just ran with it.
And ended up with stickers. Unfortunately, we couldn't model a Taser Laser Pony.
No. But I think Rob did make a stat block for one.
Yeah, but then we need the actual artwork and then put it in the monster manual. That'd just be hilarious.
Do I have any more?
Right.
Nope. See, Batman, he was a monk. He didn't do it.
Bloody Batman. Bloody hell. Winding Batman up.
John Mann, no, he's a level 1 fighter. Me and Leeson came up with this character called John Mann. He's just the most bog standard man. He's a farmer and he uses a pitchfork.
Is it like Peter in Deadpool?
Yeah, but he's a farmer and he's got a cow called Moo, and he's just a man. He's John Man. He's the best man.
Yeah.
I don't have any other multi-classing. I've only just started really sort of playing around with it, and it is a lot of fun.
So
Mondath is level 6 cleric, level 3 bard, by the way.
So next one for you. What's the funniest thing you've seen or done in a game?
It's probably the Mondath thing again, isn't it? That just when you have the whole party laughing, it's just great.
I'm trying to remember what I gave you inspiration for. That was quite funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm on that for shit poetry.
No, it wasn't that one. Wasn't that one? It's something stupid Dirt Knuckle did.
There was many things. There was accidentally burning down the pub that was already burning down.
Yeah, the beginning of the campaign where it had been sacked by Dragon Cult, and everything was all torched and burned. And Dirt Knuckle goes trying to find some booze, and comes across what was left of the tavern. Goes into the guys say, my whole tavern's burnt down. All right, then he goes down into the cellar to try and find some booze, and finds the cupboard with all the really expensive, high-proof alcohol. And he balls it up and blows what's left of it up, escaping barely with just like one bottle of whiskey. And basically, but the effects of that as the tavern owner, right? His tavern had been burnt to the ground. His family had been murdered, and you blew up what was left of his tavern and his livelihood. And he's like, I've got nothing left to live for, and he just kills himself. And you just walk off drinking this whiskey. He's like, yeah, all right, mate, whatever.
Hey, look, if a dragon burns your tavern down and you found it, you got a bigger problem than a goblin stealing your whiskey and blowing up rubble. So, yeah.
That was.
And then what else was there? Hatching a black dragon with Pierce. That's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
Phyllis.
Who lived like 5 minutes.
She did.
And became a whole thing.
Yeah, Phyllis is great.
Someone watched.
I've made a character called Phyllis.
Someone had watched far too much How to Train Your Dragon.
I've never seen it.
I haven't.
Me. I just hatched it.
What's funny? Pierce. But not realise it's a black dragon. It's not going to listen to you.
She likes my gold.
Oh, it's a dragon. Of course, I like gold. But and then they just disappear off and not restrained or anything. It's like, okay, the dragon's disappeared. Oh crap.
That wasn't my job. I wasn't signed up for that.
Yeah.
I just got told I could ride the dragon.
Fair. All right, another one for you. What's a magic item that you've had that became iconic for your character?
I don't think I've had one that's become iconic for my character.
No, I can't think of it.
I mean, I've had magic items, but it's not been anything that's like really impacted the gameplay of that said character.
Not like giving James bloody Wonder all the time.
Yeah, like, I've not had like the Wonder. It's always been like you've got the braces of archery, or you've got this certain crossbow or anything. It's not been anything.
Well, no, we gave Dirt Knuckle the
crazy.
We gave him that dagger, didn't we?
You gave me a dagger that did extra stuff if I crit, and I never crit using it.
And then there's all the wonderful ones of the magic items that were made on people's requests and then not wanting said item afterwards.
The Sword of the Meth King?
Yes, the Sword of the Meth King. When someone decided in a drunken stupor to post a thing and say, can we have this in the game? It was basically an article where in the States where the police seized the local meth kings. There's this big, huge, whopping great sword. And it's like, yeah, can we have this in the game? So I created Sword of the Meth King. It was a pretty badass sword, but it was cursed. If you fail your rolls, you become addicted to meth and you have the effects of meth affecting you, like you lose your teeth, you stink, you're hooked on it, and all that. So it was like, yeah, I've made it, but here's the stats. And it's like, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. It's like, no, I wanted it. That's
I've
right.
come up with an answer to your question, Steve. Sorry to cut you off.
Which one?
It's not a magical item, but it's magical to me. It's 50 Shades of Drow.
Oh God, Batman and 50 Shades of Drow.
James put it in his campaign at Christmas, and I completely didn't find it. I didn't even look on the bookshelf.
Oh God.
50
It was
Shades of Drow.
It was that a whole thing in the Candlekeep Mysteries with Batman at the bookstore, and he was like, "Well, 50 Shades of Drow." Then he disappeared for 5 minutes and come back. It's like, "Yeah, I'm done with it now." It's like, I don't want it. No. And then you handed it.
It's a masterpiece.
Then you handed it in. Then you handed it in at Candlekeep. Then he's burnt it. It's like, no, that is crap. It's covered in something we don't want to know.
Guano. Let's just say guano.
Yeah. Bruce Wayne's mansion, and Alfred's like, mate, what the hell?
50 Shades of Drow came about because when we were looking at never mind, carry on. When we were looking at books in a library, we needed names of books. We found like this whole table that you could roll for, and 50 Shades of Drow on it. There was also the dragon with the girl tattoo.
Yeah.
And some other ones that was pretty cool. I would also say, on the veins of books that became iconic for my character, The Very Hungry Caterpillar.
Yeah, Dirt Knuckle learning to read. We got him the very very hungry caterpillar. He's and then he wanted a pet caterpillar.
You gotta have a pet caterpillar.
He wanted a pet caterpillar. Never got the pet caterpillar, but he wanted one.
He'd ride that caterpillar. He'd feed it to it. Massive.
So, next question. Do you enjoy role-playing or combat more, and why?
Role-playing. It's just more fun.
The craziness.
I can give you an example. You're here, Steve. You can either have a session where you're role-playing and crazy stuff goes on and you're all having a good time. Or you can have a session, like in Rob's campaign, where you're doing combat for 4 hours.
Yep.
It's not fun.
3-hour D&D session.
Fun, but it's little bits and chunks.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
So the whole session being combat, and you're just like.
And there's no roleplay that goes on in that entire fight. You're just sitting there doing the fight.
No, it is crazy.
So roleplay all the way.
Yeah, I mean you gotta have it in there.
And you can do random shit. It's great.
Combat shouldn't last that long unless you're up against like the BBEG or something, or some big ass boss or something.
And most of the time, after doing combat for 4 hours, we're still not finished, and you've got to carry on doing combat for another 4 hours.
Oh God, yeah. We had it like 2 weeks on the trot of just one combat session. We're like, oh, we're not done yet.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I like Dungeons and Dragons, right? But I don't want to just do combat all the time.
Yeah, exactly. You want to play your story.
I want to play. I want to be the character, not just.
Exactly. Is
that it?
All right. Have you participated in or watched any live D&D shows like Critical Role, Dimension 20? I know you've watched some of that, but not really done much.
I've not participated. I've watched bits and pieces, mainly just when like the Baldur's Gate freecast play.
Yeah.
I think that's hilarious. I never watched Critical Role or Dimension 20.
Yeah, I tried watching Critical Role, but I physically cannot sit there and watch 4 hours of people playing D&D.
I would much rather just play D&D.
Yeah.
Than watch D&D. I'd rather be in it than watching it.
Maybe at some point.
Because it's not my story.
Maybe at some point in the future, I might be able to get something set up so we could sort of like do like a live play or something.
You mean you're going to finally get your online one going?
It's convincing people to join in.
Dave made that character.
Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. That involves Dave doing something.
Oh.
Right,
Dave.
so here's a good one for you. What advice would you give to someone who wants to start playing?
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just play. Like we've got a couple of girls in our Saturday group. They're new to playing. And when they started playing, they're very nervous. They weren't.
Very, very quiet.
Yeah. But you just see it as time goes on. Just people just started getting into it, and they start doing like things with their characters. Like when I started, I just didn't want to talk because I didn't know anybody, and like I was just shy about doing voices. Now I just sit here doing goblin voices and making everyone laugh, and it's fucking amazing.
I mean, it's like with the two girls when we were doing the candle keep that time, they actually got a bit more involved and threw themselves in more, which was good to see them open up and engage more in it. So it made it a lot more fun for them, unlike where previously they would just be sat there. Oh okay, we're doing this, I'll roll for it.
Yeah, so just if you want to play, find a group, be it online, be it in person. Yeah, try like
Right, so yeah, advice on people starting: literally just jump in and play.
just jump in and play. Like I mean, obviously read things, learn about it as much as you can.
Yeah.
But other than that, just do it. You'll pick it up as you go along. It's not
Yeah,
that hard.
I mean that's what I found when I got back into it after bloody 20 odd years. It was like reading the books. I have no idea what I'm doing. None of this makes sense to me. Then it was just like, okay, go play. And of course, if you've got a good DM, it all becomes second nature to you.
Yeah, they help out.
Exactly. So it
Other
gets
players
easier.
help.
Yeah, You know,
Just get in there. Just get in there and do it.
roll dice, add numbers.
And then when you want to, get the player's handbook because it's really helpful.
Yeah, you do need that.
Like really helpful.
Yeah. So, what items of tools have you found indispensable or have made things easier for you?
Items or tools. I mean, thieves' tools are pretty good, aren't they?
No, to help you make easier playing D&D.
Oh. Player's handbook. Xanathar's guide to everything. Tasha's cauldron of everything. Those are the 3 books that I've got. That's all I need.
They are basically, as a player, the 3 you do need, you need that are indispensable.
If I need to look up anything else, I normally just Google it. It's the first port of call, or then I'll go on 5e tools, which is helpful, you know, for like races and stuff. Like if you don't have certain books, like Leeson needed to know about bugbears because he hasn't got whatever book they're in, so I had to paste it in something like that.
I'm trying to remember what bugbears are in.
It's either Xanathar's or Tasha's because he hasn't got that.
Well, no, he's got Tasha's, he hasn't got Xanathar's.
Well, it's Xanathar's then.
Yeah.
So I had to paste the stats and whatnot for that. And it's also good if you just want to browse for the books that you don't have. Fight Club 5e.
Yep, Fight Club has been indispensable.
Mainly because I can't be bothered to write things down on paper. I guess I don't know if that makes me a lazy player, but just sitting there and I'll go erase this. Put this new health in.
This is it. I mean, I use Fight Club and Game Master, and they've just been indispensable because it means I have to think less. Which when you're running a game, it lightens the load a hell of a lot.
I've got another tool. This is a very personal preference. Mystery dice bags. Can I tell you about my Lord and Saviour mystery dice bags?
You can talk about the mystery dice bags because we know the Dice Goblin got you very early on.
Okay, so I've got about 80 sets of dice. I've been playing this game for about a year. I've got about 80 sets of dice. It's not a problem. I just need more dice and bigger storage.
Yeah, I mean, that's just some of mine, and there's still more kicking about. Is that the big bag? Oh no, you got a big box full of dice now.
That's not all my dice, but this is full to the brim. So where we play, if you give them money, you can get dice, but they're mystery dice. It's amazing.
Yeah, mystery dice bags are crazy. It's like
and you have to buy some every time you play.
Yeah, I've stopped for a while. I haven't bought any in ages.
And they have metal dice, and they have field dice. They had some Christmas themed ones, which I got a set that I've already got. They were just green dice.
Yeah, I bought one set of field dice, and I wasn't overly happy with them because they were the stereotypical dragon eye ones. I'm like, I don't like these.
Oh no, those ones are poo. But if you get ones with like little rainbows in or mushrooms, it's so good.
I've got the Snug dice,
You do, and I've
and
got my like little Grim Reaper dice. Those are pretty cool.
yes,
See if I can find them.
dice is definitely an essential. Don't turn up to play D&D and not have dice, or even a character.
Yeah, we had a few people. I mean, to be fair, if it's your first time playing, like I said, read up about stuff. If you're not sure about it, Google it. But yeah.
Oh, and there's plenty of guides out there to help you these days.
Yeah, or even if you even don't have like Fight Club, just go on
Get D&D Beyond,
just to make like a most basic character you can, then you can get in it at least. That's what I did at first, so I knew how to do a player sheet. Because even with the player handbook, I got stuck.
I started with D&D Beyond, but it's like further on with more rules and different classes. It's like I've got to pay for this. It's like, I mean, I've covered this in a previous video. It's like, if I own the books, why have I then got to pay for them in an app to have access to it?
Because you might have bought the book second hand, and someone could have used the barcode to put those in.
But they don't. But they don't let you do that. Though. That's the problem with D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I know. But if they did, then that would be a problem for them. Because then multiple people could have a copy of the digital one from the same book. I imagine that's why.
I mean, personally, I prefer having the actual books, but I have too many books.
Yeah, me too. I've got them. I've got the player's
3,
handbook
4,
and
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Xanathars
10.
on my iPad, but I just use the books.
I'm up to 13 books.
I've got 3 books that I do. I don't DM.
Yeah, I mean, most of them are campaigns. It's just whenever I end up running something again.
Yeah. So if you're a player, you don't need that many books, but
no, as a player, literally, players handbook Xanathars and Tashas. Unless you're playing the new, unless you're playing the new version, which we haven't touched yet.
No.
Well, all the books ain't even out yet, so you can't even actually play it yet.
Didn't one come out earlier than expected?
Well, they've released the player's handbook, and the DM's guide came out recently, and
I think that was
the monster manual still isn't out yet.
Is it not out?
No, it's soon.
That's annoying, isn't it?
So yeah, but there's not any starter sets. There's no campaigns written for it yet, and it's like,
so you'd have to adapt everything.
Well, this is it. They say it's backwards compatible with normal 5e, and from what I've heard from videos I've watched and all that, it's like, yeah, but it's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah, monster manual comes out next month.
Crazy.
Right.
Right, last question. What do you think makes a great D&D session?
Lots of laughs, random stuff. The best things that happen at D&D are always like the least expected things that someone just pulls out of their mind. And then you just go with the flow. Completely derailing DMs, that's fun. I enjoy that.
Yeah, so much fun.
But yeah, no, it's just the unexpected. The things that you don't think of that will happen, and then someone just does like the most magnificently random thing, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, there are some funny videos out there that I've seen, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to do this. It's like, but wait, what? How it works? You do this, followed by this and this. I'm like, it was like the one I saw. It was like the basically the cheese grater.
Yep.
It was you cast one of the thorn spells. Is it spiky growth or something?
Spike growth, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's the ability to push something and then pull it. And with the multiple attacks, you're just moving this player over the spike growth, essentially causing a cheese grater.
Yeah, they use Eldritch Blast. They use Eldritch Invocations. It's
something like that.
The one that pushes it, and then there's the something of Hadar. I can't remember all the names. So you push them.
Arms of Hadar,
the same attack pulls them back. No, because it's the invocation of it, not the actual spell. But you just moving them back, and every 5 foot they move. You move them 10 foot, they take like so much damage. It's
Yeah.
it's crazy. I don't know how people figure this stuff out.
Lots of time and effort figuring out. Oh wait, I could do this. This does this.
Just took me long enough to figure out how 2-weapon fighting worked, but
yeah. Yeah, we ballsed that one up, didn't we?
I mean, to be fair, no one corrected me.
No. But that fight should have gone on a lot longer.
Yeah.
People were supposed to get messed up in that encounter, not kill Mondath in 2 bloody turns.
I'd just like to point out it was 1 turn.
It wasn't good.
Mainly, that was Tony. She did a hell of a lot of damage.
Yeah, Tony's Artificer was just game breaking.
Yep.
But the Artificer class is game breaking, full stop. That's why I've found with Artificers, people that are playing them are usually sort of veteran players who just want a character that can pretty much do most things and break the game.
I would say
just because of the chaos it causes.
I'd say that's true because I've looked at the Artificer. I haven't got a clue how you'd play that. I just look at the words and it's confusing.
Yeah, exactly.
No idea.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's why I stick with easy classes.
Exactly. All right, that's it for this one then.
Hell yeah.
That's it for this video on talking about didnt. Didnt. And then get to play didnt on Saturday, hopefully. I know
I do too.
I know one player's pulled out because they got some families thing going on, but hopefully we still go ahead.
I mean, that's fair.
Hopefully we still go because we had to miss one session because people were sick. So hopefully we get to play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that happens, doesn't it?
Exactly. All right. So that's it from me and this guy.
And me, go buy some dice.
Go buy dice.
Yeah. Give them to me as well. I don't mind donations.
Yes. Send us donations so we can buy more dice.
No, just give me dice. Just send them in the post. I'll give you
yes,
my address. Yes,
buy all the mystery bags and post us dice.
You can get them on Etsy, by the way. They're pretty cheap.
On Etsy. Temu,
but they don't do the mystery ones.
No, exactly. But, you know, you do get some good dice in there for like £2.
You do. And D&D bags.
Yes, that's where I got my dice container from.
I got a new D&D bag, so...
A new didnt bag.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to fit all my books in, as well as the rings.
Ah.
The condition rings, not just random rings.
The condition rings. Always handy.
That I forget to use.
Yeah, they're sitting on the table and it's like, you're prone, you're incapacitated, you're poisoned, and it's like, oh, we've got the rings there, a bit late now.
Well, because it just holds down the battle map, mostly. That's what we use them for.
Yeah, there is that. Right, anyway, that's it from me. And him. So, we'll see you on the next video, depending on what we do.
Am I going to be in it?
I don't know, it depends what we do.
Okay, cool.
We'll figure that one out. Depends if I can find anyone else to talk about didnt.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I'm going to stop talking now, else we're going to have to say bye again.
Find out in the next video. Until next time.